If you look at the production maybe of deep house and hip hop and so on, there's usually like this emphasis on getting your quality right, making sure that your kicks hit, your mix as well. But if you pay attention with the progress of piano, it's as if that emphasis, it's okay to not have the emphasis that your sounds must sound too clean. Because I know as a person who's at my core, I'm a hip hop, I started with hip hop. Even when I did house, you make sure that your kicks are hitting. But with piano, it's like as long as your lock drum is good, then everything else can come down. So I just wanted to ask with you, because I know you do other genres as well. Do you feel like when you're mixing other genres, there's an emphasis for you to make sure that the quality is clean for everything else compared to piano? Because I know for me, when I transitioned to exploring piano, I would listen to it and listen to other people's work and feel like mine sounded too clean. You know, it didn't sound like gune dust, what we call it dust, the gas. You know, niggas, like when they listen, they'll be like, don't shorty dust. And you know what I mean? So I just wanted to ask on your side, especially because with Chronical Deep, when you listen to his music, it sounds very clean, it sounds very spaced out, and he makes like that ambient type of like music that you hear. When you listen to his music, sometimes you feel like you're in a forest or something. And so it's like there's that emphasis in other genres to put in that quality, but with piano, it's like, it's cool as long as it's gune scoop and gune dust and so on.
It's true. When you're making like this type of sketchy stuff, when I'm mixing it, I just don't pay much attention to it as I would if I'm doing private school or deep house. I just let it be noisy, just dust, make it hit hard. Just make it distort on purpose, because that's the sound. If it's too soft, it's like, it's not hitting, they'll be like, it's still volume. So, but when I'm mixing with my private school, well, soulful vibes stuff, I pay attention to it. I want my kick to hit this hard. I want this bass. I want my bass to sound like this. Not to, it mustn't be harsh. I want my sound to be much softer on the type of sound, on purpose. But when I'm mixing skija, and most people they just leave it like that, and it has become like a trend. Uti, you must make your stuff just like I was saying. Uti, on this type of song, just like Omnige, that song's log drum is just 8 log drums stacked on top of each other. That's why it's hitting hard like that. That's why it's distorting, and that's the sound they want. That's the sound people want at groove. When they hear log drum, they go crazy. So they just take the level high every year, and then the quality goes down.
I just wanted to ask you how you get your sounds to sound so well spaced out, because I think also that's like a nice method that could also go well with the progression of like Amapiano at some point, to just get it sounding like that and just get those ambient sounds that we get.
I make music and mix at the same time, so I use a lot of EQs, because the more you EQ, the more your sound becomes bright. You know, the brighter the sound, the more the quality. So like you said, it's more of the genre. You know, Amapiano, they don't like to mix. They don't want to be technical. Just like even I was asking my producer, how come they don't mix the sound? It's like, this sound, it's unmixable. I was like, how? There's a possibility to mix the sound. I was like, it's unmixable, you know, because on our type of sound, we are too technical, you know. We take too much time to perfect the sound, you know. And the mixing, the more EQ you use, not on the master, on your percussions, the more EQ you use, the more brighter the sound. The sound that is well mixed, but it will sound like it's mastered, because it's well mixed. You took your time, you mix it from scratch, from sound to sound. Yeah, that's the difference.
Sebenza, 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 sebenza la nzima.